Zoe, how long have you been playing cricket?
Probably about a year now. I wanted to get involved in cricket because sometimes I'm having a few problems at school and I just want to forget it in my mind and just let my mind go free.
Wicketz Bristol exists to support young people living in communities where young people face significant challenges, and that's what we provide on a weekly basis to both boys and girls. There's definitely been an increase in girls' appetite for cricket.
I had a friend that plays cricket and I really wanted to start playing it. From the first time, there were loads of boys. I didn't see any girls.
At the cricket club I do at Southmead, I'm the only girl.
Some girls can't find the sport. There might be a bit too many boys.
There's not a lot of activities for girls besides dance, and not every girl wants to dance.
There's a lot of mixed clubs and provisions about, and I guess that can put some girls off, so I think that's kind of quite a big barrier.
Sometimes it's a bit harder because the boys always brag about how much better they are than girls.
Training with boys might feel a little bit uncomfortable or not quite themselves.
I didn't really feel comfortable playing with the boys because they say, you can't play. And it actually feels really bad because you just look at the person and you say, why?
If it wasn't for kind of my dad and my brother at my club, being kind of one of 2 or 3 girls, I don't know if I would have had the courage to get down there and get stuck in.
I'm the most sporty in my class. I do quite a lot of sports. Well, a lot of them, they do dance and gymnastics, so I always feel like I'm a bit of an odd one out. And I started a little local place by my school. I'm not very loud. I was the only girl on the team, so I wasn't included as much. I would always just be there by myself.
We've got girls that attend the mixed group sessions, but what we discovered at the residentials, the importance to have that safe space, that was identified from themselves. Taking away that information, it's quite obvious that there isn't that place for them to go in the community without feeling the pressure of getting drowned out with their opinions.
Having some girls-only provisions is only going to help girls get into sport, really.
If girls didn't really play sport, it would just be like the Men World Cup, but in the Women World Cup, that's really important.
Working in partnership with the Gloucestershire Cricket Foundation, we've got a number of community coaches that work in local schools, and this all feeds into putting more bats and balls into the hands of young people.
We've been involved with Wicketz since it launched in 2017. Gave the idea that cricket is inclusive, it's for everybody, it's not just about the select few. What we've seen in the last, like I say, 7 years is a massive uptake in both boys and especially girls in getting more involved in a sport that perhaps they wouldn't have thought was for them.
Hopefully getting into that school and showcasing what cricket can be like will hopefully bring more girls to Wicketz.
We've just launched our Girls Only Hub at the Park Centre in Knoll back in September. The Girls Only session creates an environment where they get to design the sessions, be around like-minded people. They don't feel out of place, they don't feel like they need to conform.
It's really nice to see this project come into this community.
It's grown quite a lot and the kids absolutely love it.
This very tailored opportunity that Wicketz presents us, that we can say to the girls, there's these fantastic opportunities here for cricket. I think it's ideal in the community.
From there, kind of got into the Western Storm setup. Be cool to see some of you girls if you can come along to a game.
Not all children can access that much sport, so having these provisions outside of school are massively important to either start off that cricketing journey or just kind of be a social activity.
I've been having a few friend problems at school.
Especially at the moment, sometimes I feel left out, even just at school. So it's nice knowing at cricket I have somewhere.
So it's really nice to make new friends.
Because we've launched the hub back in September this year, we've got a group of about 4 girls that attend on a regular basis, but it's so important that they have this opportunity.
I mean, just targeting a small number of girls at first is a great achievement that's only going to grow. And the word will really spread out into the community and into the local schools.
Some sports can be exclusive, I suppose, that they do require the correct kit. They do need the parents to be able to transport them around. So I think the very idea that it's free, that it's centrally based over at the Park Knoll, doesn't matter what your social, financial background is.
It's incredibly important that these sessions are free for young people to attend. It definitely breaks down those barriers and those stigmas around what cricket looks like.
Sport has always been a really important part of the park. But to have people like Wicketz come in and bring in a new lease of life, I think, to the community.
I I really feel a lot more comfortable to play with the girls.
If you're feeling a bit down, they'll support you if you're not doing that well.
That makes me feel really happy. I never thought that people are going to be that nice to me.
It's nice to know that there's other girls that like doing the same sort of stuff as me.
You'll have a place.
And then the more you enjoy being in that environment, the more you're going to enjoy your cricket.
We're still maybe behind the trend in terms of catching up with the boys and the male side of things. Girls only provisions like this is only going to increase numbers of girls at grassroots level, which is then going to feed into having more women involved with cricket, which has then a knock-on effect of the domestic and professional game.
It inspires people to play cricket, and if they don't play cricket, to actually play it.
To see them come in and carrying their cricket bats and actually enjoying what they're doing and also getting them off the streets.
Builds that idea that when we do come across any hardships in life, we're that little bit more equipped to try and deal with them, that we've got that little bit more resilience to face it and get on with it. And I think sport's great for kind of building that in children.
I think there's definitely an appetite growing for girls to be involved in cricket on a regular basis.
Just having those girls coming through, representing girls and women in sport, is so good to see. It's going to help grow the game, and hopefully it can continue to grow.
I have more friends now. I just have more fun.
Honestly, it's good to see that girls have their opportunity now.
It makes me really glad, happy that I've found a place in a club. It's really important for me.
With a bit more work to be done, I think it'll be even more accessible.
Yes, I feel like I belong here.
Thank you so much for your donation. It means a huge amount to a young person that attends their Wicketz session. It goes a long way and it makes them feel part of a community and a real sense of purpose, so thank you so much.